share this live. Let people know that I'm on live. Tag somebody that you know that can benefit from knowing where to get some money, what they're doing wrong, a couple of little hacks and knowing the difference between the different lenders. Tag somebody, share, let people know. And guys, I'm doing it's all these people outside today. Look, I'm out here in this dress and these sneakers. Why y'all always got me outside looking nutty? My neighbor's gonna be like, why is that girl? Oh my gosh, I'm about to cross the street, y'all. Anywho, so guys, so listen, I'm having a workshop June 30th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. The link is in my bio. It is a free workshop. So for all of you that are saying, I'm working on personal credit, but I'm having issues. I'm working on business credit, but I don't have the results I need. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I don't want to know what the next steps are. Guys, utilize the free information. I'm here to help you. And guess what? I have never ever had a workshop like this before, okay? So this is the very first credit booster workshop. Now there is like no excuses. I'm trying to move my things out of hand. Now there is like no excuses, guys. So June 30th, I should see everybody on here registered. You come yourself and you bring a friend. All right, guys, so what I want to explain to you for business credit specifically, can you guys still hear me? Because they loud over there. For business credit specifically, guys, there's three types of lenders that give you guys money. And I'm talking about like the 6 and 7 figures, right? The 5, 6, and 7 figures. And I'm just going to say something right here, guys. Could $10,000 help you right now? Everybody, I don't care what level you're at. $10,000 can help everybody right now. Guys, $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 in business credit is not a lot of money. Let me say it again. One reason why, so nugget right here, okay? One reason why we build business credit, right? A couple of reasons. But one of them is because the limits are so much higher. You can build it so much faster. You have better rates, more options. You can qualify faster. You can get the funding faster. Guys, I can go on and on and on. And guess what? Many of you think that having a business means that you have to have, 10 locations and, 20 employees and all those things. Guys, when I'm saying have a business, literally I mean getting incorporated. If you do hair, incorporate. If you're a babysitter, incorporate. If you write resumes, incorporate. If you're a coach, incorporate. If you have an ebook, incorporate. Guys, so many of you guys have side hustles and you're doing things. And literally, if you want to build wealth, look, we're going to participate today. I probably need to sit still, right? Like literally, if you want to build wealth, if you are looking for multiple streams of income, if you are looking for passive income, if you are tired of working so darn hard and not having the lifestyle that you desire, then you need to be listening up, joining my workshop so I can help you. Because guess what? I've unlocked a blueprint that works for not only me, for you. It works for you too. So nugget number 1, guys, is that everybody on here, all of you are business owners. All of you are entrepreneurs. All of you have a way to build wealth, period. All of you can have passive income. Look, who wants that in the sleep money? Do you want some in the sleep money? You know what in the sleep money is? That is when you go to sleep and you wake up and your bank account looks different. Well, guys, let me give you an example, right? Because I don't think some of y'all know this is real. Usually when you think of royalty of money, right? What do you think of when you hear royalty money, right? You think of, y'all just came outside to walk. Y'all know I'm gonna dress in sneakers. I don't care. I don't care. When you think of royalty money, most people think about like artists and like music on the radio and things of that nature. But guys, royalty money, literally, it just means that you made something, right? Like intellectual, like you made something, you made it one time. I need you guys to follow me. You made something, you made it one time, and then it makes money for you over and over and over again, right? And you just made that one piece of content one time, guys. Let me tell you something. That's like what? An ebook. That's like what? An online course. That's like what? A workshop or a master class that you put on Evergreen. Guys, that's think about my YouTube channel. Think about your YouTube channels and your podcasts. Like there's different ways that things can be monetized, guys. But you think about a YouTube video, right? I made the video because because I give content that is valuable. I'm giving you guys an example that could be for you. And let me just dispel this myth right here. YouTube does not monetize based on subscribers. Let me say it again, real loud for the people in the back. YouTube does not monetize based on subscribers. YouTube monetizes based on watch time. Boom! Y'all see my keys on my wrist? Pew. Guess what? I have real high watch time. I get people to go to my YouTube channel and they binge watch all my videos. They binge watch the different playlists. Why? Because people have results based on my free content. God forbid they get in one of the courses and quadruple those results. Come on, somebody. So why am I telling you that? Guys, if you give people value, if you solve a problem, if you fill a void, if you lead with trying to help somebody, not only will God bless it, but when you bring value to people, they'll watch it over and over again. They will share it. They will have actual results. They want to learn more and grow from you. So nugget, takeaway, all of these different types of products are ways that you can have royalty money. There are ways that you can have passive income. And if you're doing something like that, having a YouTube channel, having a podcast, having an ebook, and mind you guys, I'm just giving you an example. So everybody's not made to be on YouTube. Everybody's not made to have a podcast. I understand it. Some people are behind the scenes. Whatever it is you do, you should be incorporated. That's point number one. Okay, guys? And y'all, I'm gonna get some glasses because I can't even see. Is this helping somebody already? So I want you guys all to understand you can go to sleep and you can have your whatever it is on your link tree, on your website, in your emails, in your text message community, and then you can wake up and your bank account look completely different. Why is that a blessing? It's a blessing because you used your gift to help other people and you created wealth for your own family. It's a blessing because you've unlocked a way to have an additional stream of income. And the times that we're in, when everybody was impacted by COVID, when people are saying that we may have a recession, guys, we need to be having multiple streams of income. Period. Everybody should have multiple streams of income. So figure out what it is you want to do, what knowledge, skills, and experience you have that can help somebody else, guys. What knowledge, skills, and look, my little hand got tired. I'm sorry. I have to figure out a way. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm going to have to figure out a way how I can walk and talk to you guys in the phone, not move so much. I'm not even paying attention. I'm just walking. Y'all probably dizzy. I'm going to walk a little bit slower, okay? But my point is that everybody has a way to have passive income, to have multiple streams of income. I need you to think about what knowledge, skills, and experience you have that can help somebody else. How can you serve the community? What problem do you solve? What void do you feel? Whatever it is, guys, it can be packaged up, and not only can you bless somebody else, but you can create wealth and legacy for your own family. And guess what? I bind it up that we're not supposed to be living scarcity and be poor and all those things. Matter of fact, I'm going to say something right here and I'm going to jump right into it. There's some people who are like, just don't do anything at all and just live simple and it doesn't matter and blah, blah, blah. Listen. If you want to go over there and don't want to do anything with your life, that's absolutely fine. But over here, we live in abundance. Over here, we live in excellence. Over here, we're leaving legacies. Over here, we're dreaming big audacious goals. Some people don't try nothing because they're scared to fail. You scared. You scared to be excellent. Guess what? Over here, I want to live big. I want all of it. I want to live big. I want to live audacious. I want to leave a legacy. When we leave this earth, we're going to leave the earth different than what we got here because we did something. We impact. It's not me, my. We're actually using our gift, using our purpose to create impact. Come on, somebody. So I bind it up where we're supposed to live small and mediocre and average. Ain't nothing, ain't nothing mediocre and average about any of us on here. Listen, I know if you're connected to me and connected to our team, that you're connected to excellence. And we're going to make something from nothing because we don't live small and we don't live mediocre and we don't live average. We live big, period. And so that's why we all share things with each other. The people that want to live small, that's great for them. But don't look down on people who want more. Don't look down on people who want more just because you're okay being small and you're okay being average and you're okay being mediocre. I don't care. I'm going to say it just like that because God gave us all a gift and we're supposed to use it. And He gave us a gift to help and bless other people. Some of you are painters and you're writers and you have a beautiful voice and you have an eye for art and like all of these things. We have all of these gifts. So don't if you want to be average, cool. But don't look down on anybody else who doesn't want to be, okay? Who wants more for their family and for their life and for their legacy. So let me get off my soapbox for a minute because I bind that up. We're supposed to be big. At any rate, my point today is that all of us should have a business. We're not all meant to be self-employed entrepreneurs, but we are all meant to have wealth and legacy and to leave, our children's children, right? What I say on the last live, it's biblical. A good man leaves an inheritance to his children's children. So part of it with the personal business scores, again, I need somebody to I should have had somebody on here to put the link in the comments, guys. But guys, make sure you guys all register for the June 30th workshop, because part of it is knowing where to get the money, but the other part is also making sure you're in position. Come on, somebody. Be in position to then get the money so you can go ahead and do what? Get income producing assets. Start that nonprofit. Have that scholarship fund. Retire your wife. Retire your husband. Retire your parents. Pay for your children's college. Pay for their wedding. Guys, there's so many different things you can do. Pay for that elderly person's medication that doesn't have the funds to do there. Have vans for our daycares. Have better neighborhoods. Have better community centers. Have more programs. Guys, there's so much. Let me just say this. When you are a good person before money, you're going to be a good person after it. Money is not evil. The love of money is evil. But He, our Creator, created us to be prosperous, to live in abundance. Come on, somebody. So where to get the money, guys? So for business credit specifically, guys, I like to simplify things for you because so many people are overwhelmed and business credit is new. I understand. Like you love it. I understand that business credit is new, guys. This is why I stay plugged into me, right? I give you guys all the information because you're not going to learn and be an expert at personal or business credit overnight. So it's the repetition is how you become an expert. And then you teach your kids and you teach your community, okay? Everybody's not connected to me, but I expect you all, come on, somebody, to live by example and to teach somebody else. Each one teach one, right? So you need to know where to go to actually get the money. I like to simplify things for you so that you understand the pros and cons, and so that you know what you're doing and where to actually go. So for business credit, guys, there's really only going to be 3 types of lenders. I talked about it, I don't know, in a video not too long ago. Y'all know I do so many videos, right? So first of all, y'all proud of me? Y'all been seeing me get on here, being on live every single day? Can I get some love? I'm over here working, y'all. I'm trying to be more healthy inside and out. So I'm doing my actual work while doing my IG. I'm going to combine the two, holding myself accountable. Come on, Elite 10. I got some goals. So I said I'm going to do my goals for my business and do my goals for my health at the same darn time. Walking in, doing my IG live. Come on with the leading by example. All right, guys. So 3 places that you're going to get business credit. It's either going to be a FinTech company, a traditional bank, a commercial bank, or a credit union, or the SBA. Okay, guys. Now, remember this, and maybe I'll do a separate video. I said this on one of my videos where I was going to break it down. But guys, there's pros and cons to all of them. What you qualify for, what you're looking for is going to vary. How you look on paper, and depending on the type of lender, you're going to need to look different ways, right? And what you actually need is going to determine what lender you go to, and what you look like on paper, personal and business, is going to determine where you go. I'm going to give you some pros and cons. Now, mind y'all, I'm live, so just get your notebook and pen real quick and rock with me, because I'm probably going to jump all around. But for the FinTech companies, so for example, FinTech companies, think about them as alternative lenders, as private lenders, right? And you think about the alternative lenders being like hard money lenders for real estate, where they're lenders, right? But they're not like the traditional banks. What does that mean? That means they have more flexibility. That means that they can close on loans a little bit faster. That means they have a different approval criteria. That means they have a little bit of wiggle room. The FinTech companies, guys, are they specialize in small business funding. Why do the people in Credit Leverage Lifestyle, hey Shannon knows our group be always having results. Why do people in Credit Leverage Lifestyle and Elite 10, why do they have massive results faster, bigger money faster than most people doing business credit? Why? Because it's also leveraging the relationships. We have lender relationships, and we also teach people how to understand what lender is the best fit for them, right? So this is where with the FinTech companies, guys, they specialize in small business financing, okay? Now, some pros and some cons, guys. Some of the pros are that, you don't need as much documentation. Some of the pros are that they can fund very fast. Literally, I've had $50,000 and $30,000 loans in one day, direct deposited into my account. Real talk. Like I've put the Stripe stuff and things like that inside the group before. I probably need to post more of those, guys, where they can send you an offer, you can accept it, you send your bank statement, you sign your document on DocuSign, they wire that money in, that money is direct deposit by the end of the day. Yes, y'all, like daily financing. Sometimes, depending on what kind of loan it is, whether it's like a line of credit, whether it's a term loan, whether it's a charge card, whether it's equipment financing, depending on what it is, it's going to have a different time frame for funding. Could be 1 day, could be 3 to 5 days. Usually the max I've ever seen with the FinTech companies maybe like 7 days, right? So they always beat the banks as far as how fast they fund. They always beat the SBA as far as how fast they fund, because the SBA takes a long time. However, what are some of the cons, guys? Some of the cons are that they have high interest rates. High, y'all, especially depending on your personal credit or your business credit, or how long you've been in business, or how much revenue you have. So there's always going to be a trade-off. Remember that with all credit, there's always going to be a trade-off. So they'll give you $30,000 when the bank says no, but it's going to be a high interest rate. Now, why are we not scared of that? Oh my God, all these dogs. We're not scared of that because what? We're investors. We're business owners. So we're putting the money into things that are income producing. So if you have a line of credit, for example, and it's $1,000 a month, and you use that line of credit to purchase a vehicle, and you put the vehicle on Turo, and the Turo makes you $3,000 a month. Well, now you have the $1,000 a month to pay the actual item back, plus $2,000 a month profit. That's a smart use of that money. So what I always tell you guys is when you get financing, make sure you use it for things that are going to be income producing. We're not just paying off debt. We're not doing cosmetic repairs for our real estate. I can go on and on and on. But what I mean is, like, if you're going to do something for real estate, let's say, for example, I wouldn't personally, right? I'm an investor too. I've been doing this for a long time, y'all. I wouldn't be using that kind of money to do like paint and fixtures and all those things. I'll probably use my tier 1, tier 2 vendor accounts to get things like that done. And I would be using that money for things like finishing the basement, right? Adding an extra bedroom, adding an extra floor, adding an extra bathroom. Why? Because I was the vice chair of zoning and I went to real estate school. And I know when you add livable square footage, come on somebody, I do this for real, to a property, you can force appreciation. So a consumer looks at the cosmetic stuff. Oh, those fixtures are pretty. Oh, that paint is beautiful. But when you're trying to make some money, and you make a 2-story house 3 stories, you make a 3-bedroom 1 bathroom, 4 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. Now I made a property that was worth $150, $250. Now I have $100,000 of equity. Come on, somebody, that I could pull that money out, do a cash out refinance, take $50,000 out, go buy another property, do a streamline construction loan, and do it all over again. Stop playing with me, making the money work for you. And I used business credit. That means $0.00 was out of my own money. Guys, part of it is knowing where to get the money from and what to use it for. I mean to go off on a tangent. I'll do that slow one day. But y'all, I went to real estate school in 2004. This is why, shout out to Jamal King, 905 Millionaire. That's why me being the credit coach for Make Real Estate Real was the perfect marriage of brands. Why? Because I actually am a real investor. And I've been doing it for a long, long time. I've also been successful at it, and I've also made mistakes. That's what makes me an excellent investor now. That's why I know what to do with the money and where to put it if you really want to maximize. And forcing appreciation on a property is a smart use of your business credit, because then you'll have the money to pay it back. You'll build a relationship with the lender. Come on, somebody. You'll have equity for another property. Listen, it starts to be a well-oiled machine where you're just like picking up the phone saying, hey, I need some money. I need 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, 50,000. Come on, somebody. And you do it all over again. And literally you can change your entire life by making a couple of smart decisions. Like, I didn't mean to go off on a tangent. I always go off on a tangent. So guys, let me bring it back in. So the FinTech companies, they will always have a higher interest rate. However, it's a trade-off because they're giving you, thank you. Was that helpful for y'all? They'll give you the money when the bank says no. So would you rather have $0.00 or have some money at a higher interest rate, but you're using it for a smart use? I would even say if you're like a coach or a consultant, investing in a marketing firm, investing in, funnels, things of that nature, or if you only have 5,000 or 10,000 or 15,000, a good marketing strategist, a good team that does funnels and magnets and copying, all those things, easy. I talk about this in Elite 10. My very first funnel ever, guys, real quick, my very first funnel that I had for my Jumpstart strategy sessions, my very first funnel I ever bought, guys, was $7,000. My very first funnel was $7,000. Guys, that funnel bought me over $90,000 in 90 days, easy. And has now made me well over 6 figures. I paid $7,000 for it one time. That funnel has made me 6 figures, the best $7,000 I ever spent. So part of the reason why people stay broke is because they're not using the money for things that are income producing. Okay, that's high level. That will be another live one day. Okay, so the fintech companies will always have a high interest rate. They'll also have a shorter repayment time, guys. So depending on what it is, it'll be 12 months, 24 months. Okay, so I'm still on fintech companies. I use a lot of fintech companies. Why? Because fintech companies will fund businesses that have been incorporated 1 year, 6 months, 2 years, things of that nature. Whereas the banks, a lot of times, depending on the bank, they'll want you to be incorporated or in business a year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. It really just depends. Why? Because as a new business owner, as a new investor, as a new entrepreneur, you are high risk. Period. Guys, please understand that I don't care what your personal or business credit is. To the lenders, any business 5 years and under, sometimes 3 years and under, is high risk to the lenders, right? Because you're a new business. So, what happened during COVID-19? Who went out of business? What were the PPP loans for? What were the IDO loans for? They were for small business owners. Banks lost millions and millions and millions of dollars. So understand the time frame that we're in. The fact that people that are connected to Credit Leverage Lifestyle in Elite 10 have 5 and 6 and 7 figures worth of assets and income and businesses is like unheard of. There's levels to this, right? So it's knowing where to go. So fintech companies, oh my gosh, we gonna go this way. Child, that dog is barking at me. Oh, and that girl looks like she is not strong enough to hold that dog. Let me tell y'all something. If I die on this live, somebody tell my boys that I love them. Y'all hear that dog barking at me? I'm always doing something. They better go ahead. Y'all tell them people to go ahead because y'all need y'all credit scores right and I can't die. Oh, I don't mess with dogs. Okay. Why is always a dog out here? Why y'all tell me to live in this neighborhood with all these dogs? Child, where my attorney at? Make sure my trust and my state and my will planning is like, y'all gonna see me. Now listen, I'm just gonna tell y'all real quick. I think they went the other way. I love dogs too, but if that dog come over here, we gonna fight. And I'm a dog lover all day long. We gonna fight. All right, so let me get back because I think they moved. Okay. Oh, child. Why every life I get attacked by dogs? What in the world? All right, so fintech companies. I do a lot of videos on fintech companies, guys, and I highlight specific ones. This is another thing. All fintech companies are not created equal. You guys know, my team knows especially, I get lenders that reach out to me literally daily. Literally daily now, lenders reach out to me. They want to partner with me. They want to do lives with me. They want to be on my videos and do ads. Guys, all money isn't good money. I'm gonna be real. My team, my tribe, you all trust my judgment, right? That's because we do the right thing for the right reasons. So if I don't know the bank, I don't know the backer, I've never heard of them, they don't have a track record, they don't have ratings and stuff like that, I don't partner with them. So just be careful. If I do a video on a fintech company, if I endorse a fintech company, if I talk about them, that means I know the bank, the backer, I know the bank, we've used them before, and that they're reputable. So let me just say that. Now, traditional banks, some of the pros and cons. So some of the pros is they're always going to have a lower interest rate. Some of the pros is they're always going to have longer repayment terms. So you can have 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. Some of the pros, I would say that's about it, to be honest with you. Maybe traditional credit cards you can get through the banks, but a lot of times with the banks, they're going to be very heavily looking at your personal credit, especially as a new business owner. They take a lot more time to close. So something that you can get in 2 days, 3 days, 7 days from a fintech company can take weeks with the actual bank. And to be honest with you, just a lot of times they're always going to want more paperwork. So with the fintech companies, a lot of times you're just going to need your bank statements, maybe your EIN, your ID. You scan those things over, you sign your DocuSign, you're done, the money's in your bank. A lot of times they also have lower credit scores. Shout out to everybody in Credit Leverage Lifestyle. And again, share this live. This is helping you tag somebody, guys. Make sure you sign up for my June 30th workshop so I can deep dive into this for you guys. Credit score requirements 600, 650, 620, a lot lower credit score requirements, guys. That's why people need to, not you should, you need to have some type of business, because that way it can help you get some extra money. And for some of you guys that are having like high utilization on your personal credit reports, come on, high level strategy. You go ahead and have your business, you build business credit for 30 days. I just did a video on YouTube. On how to build business credit in 30 days. What are we in? June. Literally by July, August, you guys can have money that you've never had before in your life because you followed a proven system. Come on, you can end the year completely different. Let me know. Look, show me some heart, some love. If you want to end 2022 different than what you started. If this is the year that you want to have the tangible results for the work that you've been doing, not just watching on the sidelines, not just getting information, but actually having a result, guys, literally in 30 days. So lower credit score requirements, you go ahead and let's say you have high balances on your credit cards, right? And you have high utilization that's bringing down your credit score. And then you go ahead and you build up business credit, and then you qualify for $20,000 from Fundbox, $20,000 from Cabbage, $20,000 from Capitus, $20,000 from Rock Financial, $20,000 from Bluevine, $20,000 from PayPal. I just named a whole bunch of creditors that give money fast, and that's not a lot of money, $20,000. Then you do what with it? Let's say you're trying to do a cash out refinance and you don't qualify. Let's say you have a hard money loan, you're trying to refinance out to keep it as a buy and hold, but you don't qualify with the traditional lender because you're high credit cards. And your credit cards are all maxed out because of what? Because your renovation budget went over and the cost of lumber went up. Come on, somebody. And the license and inspection took longer because of the city. And come on, don't get me started on this. It's getting dark. I have to go. Right? Like, don't play with me. So then you take that $10,000, $20,000, guys. It's not enough to finish your project, but it is enough to pay down your credit cards. And when you pay down your credit cards, what happens? Your score goes up. And when your score goes up, then what happens? You go ahead and you get your refinance your loan, and you pay back your hard money lender, and now you have your profit and you have your buy and hold. Just saved your whole life in one smart move. Come on, like, there's levels to this, guys. I call my course is called Credit Leverage Lifestyle for a reason. It's not just building credit. It's not just repairing your credit. It's how do we actually leverage it? How do we make wise, smart decisions that other people are not talking about that can save your whole life? Look, not part of your life, save your whole life, okay? So the traditional banks, like I said, there'll be a lot more paperwork too. The FinTech companies, I've ever had to provide a month to 3 months worth of bank statements, guys. Sometimes like my EIN or my articles of incorporation, very, very rare though, my ID, and that's it. With the banks, they may want taxes. With the banks, they may want, 6 to 12 months worth of bank statements. With the banks, they may want articles of incorporation, so they're an option. But, you need to do a little bit more, okay? And you're going to get a little bit less money. So you're going to do all that work. You're going to be like, here's $7,000. You're going to be like, $7,000? That's not even enough to pay out my utilization, right? But they have a place. They all have a place, okay? And SBA, guys, because it's getting dark. Child. Oh, y'all see I'm out of breath. I'm getting in shape, though. What month is this? June? Like, I'm going to be in shape by, like, August. I'm going to be on the beach like, today! Like, summer is over. I don't care. Leave me alone. I'm working don't judge me. I'm not looking to my left, looking to my right. I'm running my own race over here, okay? At least I'm outside walking. Amen. I got proof because I'm on the lives with y'all. But anywho, SBA. So SBA is all the way over here to the left, right? SBA is going to always take a ton of time, okay? They sometimes take months to actually fund. They have a ton of documentation, right? So the SBA is going to want bank statements. They're going to want taxes. They're going to want articles of incorporation. They're going to want your EIN. Sometimes they even want like a business plan, and they want like resumes for the business owners. They're going to want everything. They're going to want to know what you ate for breakfast. I'm so extra. But they're going to want everything. But the SBA has super low interest rates. It is always going to be the best money as far as like the terms that you will ever get. Super long terms, times 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. So everybody doesn't qualify for it. But when you are in position, and you will be if you stay connected long enough, come on, somebody, right? Then the SBA is going to be an option for you. The SBA actually also has like construction financing, renovation loans, term loans. The SBA, guys, has a lot of funding options. Why do a lot of business owners not talk about an entrepreneur? It's because they mostly don't qualify for it. What do I drill into, you guys? Fundability and credibility. Fundability and credibility. Fundability and credibility. Why? Because I'm positioning you for success. Come on, somebody. It's the small thing. The success is in the details. Most entrepreneurs don't have those things, and that's why they don't qualify. I know business owners that have had their brand for a year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, and they're not even incorporated. Why? Because nobody never told them. They just made a logo, they just made a website, and started doing business, and they never went back and did the right thing. Come on, somebody. There's levels to this. A couple of small tweaks can literally unlock 6 figures. So shout out to Sherry. Sherry has 6 figures in business credit in less than a year, bought her mom a car, left her job. Shout out to Gina. Gina has between $50,000 and $100,000. Shout out to Lo. Lo has $100,000. Shout out to Jackie. Jackie has over $100,000 in 4 cars. Shout out to Ebony. Ebony has $100,000. Like, guys, these are people that have been connected to me for months. These are people that have been connected to me for months, not years. Real people on the lives, in the group. Look, shout out to you, Shannon. Shannon, what do you have? Like $30,000 worth of like vendor accounts and fleet cards and business credit cards. Like, guys, this is not make believe. It's a proven system. So let me recap, because I'm always outside in the middle of the night drawing. Okay, 3 places to get money. 3 places, right, for business credit. You're either going to use a FinTech company, you're going to use a traditional bank or a credit union, or you're going to use the SBA. There are pros and cons to all of them. They all have a place in your financial toolbox. You use them at different times for different things. The thing you always want to do is make sure that you're in position to use all of them at different times, because that's how you can build wealth, and that what you use your business credit for is going to dictate your success. We get income producing assets. We use it to pay for our lifestyle. And let me just say one last thing before I go, guys. I know I give you guys a ton of testimonials about, just my own life and why I'm passionate about this, right? And a lot of them I don't go into a lot of detail, because I've had some, serious things happen to me, which is why I'm so grateful about, just the life I'm able to lead right now, because it could have been very, very different. But let me also say that I like to have fun. Like I be out here. Do y'all see me out here in these press streets having a ball? Like, I just was in Detroit, then I was in Atlanta, and y'all might be like, well, that's not the beach, because I didn't choose to go there. I like doing conferences. Like, you do what you like to do, I do what I like to do, right? I go to conferences and shows. Like, guys, there's even something to be said for flying first class. I remember the very first time, real quick. I remember the very first time I flew first class, guys. You couldn't tell me nothing. They'd be like, when you be flying, I'm so extra. When you be flying, and they'd be like, group number 1. I was like, walking past everybody just as extra. Like, I didn't even know, like how to pull the tray out the thing. So I remember the very first time I flew first class, real quick, guys. It was a Asian businessman who was sitting next to me. I didn't know how to work the little things with the earphones. I didn't know how to pull the plug out. They were asking me like what I wanted to drink and everything. So whatever he did, I did. So he pulled his tray out. I was like, he was like, can I have these earphones? I was like, can I have, look, I didn't know what I was doing, but I wanted the full experience. Guys, you can have lifestyle and your assets can pay for it. Like going on trips, having fun, do your children have passports so you guys can just pick up and just go anywhere you want? Guys, it's also a lot of fun. It's about exposure. It's about experience. It's about, desire. It's about giving people more, living bigger. I want you to live bigger and believe bigger. Live bigger and believe bigger. And so make sure that you stay plugged in, guys. Like I said, I have my workshop on June 30th. I gave you guys some nuggets, 3 places to get the actual money. I'll repost this. I'm sorry it's getting dark now, so I'm going to jump off. But I hope you have a super amazing evening on purpose. Good night.